Hello everyone. Usually this is the point of the video where I'm very upbeat and say, welcome to Rainnite Gaming. I'm Rainnite, and I'm happy to be here, but today, I'm not. Today I have really sad news for the channel, for me personally. I just think the best way to say it is, hello. My name's Rainnite, and I play Stun. I'm not proud of this. In fact, it tears me up at night. This deck's evil, not fun. A lot of people like to call it anti-meta. But today I'm going to show you a deck I've been playing on Nexus, and soon, once my mail gets here, I'll play in person. I can't stop myself. It's been weeks now online. Just normal summoning, playing traps, spells, no special summoning, on my side of the field or theirs. The deck is just so hard to play against, but easy to play. It's so easy to play this deck. And I'll show you the prices of the cards. And just the first taste is so good. And you can't stop. Let's jump into Nexus and take a look at this monstrosity. And hopefully one day, I can put this deck down forever. Until then, let's take a look at the deck. All joking aside, this is a really fun deck to actually play. It's not fun to play against because, yeah, it sucks. But in this video here, we're just going to show you the deck, show you how much it'll actually cost you to build if you're ordering it online, and then maybe we'll jump into a replay just to kind of see how the overall play style is. Okay, first up, we've got Fossil Dyna. This is kind of the mainstay of the deck. And what's it do? Stops Teal from special summoning. Also has a flip effect that can destroy all special summon monsters, nothing you're really going to use very often. Next one, Jowgen, stops Teal from special summoning. Barrier Statue, stops Teal from special summoning. I just play two waters. You could play a water and a rock, so those are some good options. There are also the fire, dark, wind, and light. Well, wind's banned, and the other ones are ones people would want to special summon. So really the rock and the water are your two big ones you'd want to use. The only thing, if water becomes more prevalent in the meta, then you'd probably want to switch to the stone one. So then we've got our other normal summon, our last normal summon, Dogmatica Ecclesia the Virtuous. This is really nice and it's searchable through different means in the deck, and this is going to let you get Dogmatica Punishment. It's also our highest attack monster, which can come in handy. But pretty much it's just used to get a hold of Dogmatica Punishment, and it's really nice. Last monster that you're never going to summon is Dimension Shifter. It's a hand trap. What's it do? It cuts off an aspect of the game mechanics. You know, our other monsters are making it so people can't special summon. This one is cutting people off from their graveyard. That's pretty much the whole idea of the deck, is cutting off areas of play in the game. So Dimension Shifter works great against a lot of meta decks. Really fun deck. Then we've got Nadir's Servant. This is going to let you get your Ecclesia, which lets you get your Dogmatica Punishment. And yeah, then obviously this is letting you send monsters from your extra deck to the graveyard. And a lot of our extra deck monsters have graveyard effects that'll come in handy as you're trying to control, stun things out, and slowly whittle your opponent down. And then Solemn Judgment, otherwise known as No, because this card just says, no, you're not going to do that. And we play 3 of them. Yeah, it whittles your life points down really fast, but we're trying to make it so our opponent can't do anything. And if they can't do anything, life points don't really matter. So that's pretty good. Infinite Impermanence. This is one I like to play just because I don't like not having any hand traps. But you could cut this and add in a 3 of several different things, and I'll mention those as I get to. But you know, Imperm's a great card. Everyone knows what it does, and it's good going first. It's good going second. Moon Mirror Shield is really nice. It's an equip spell you equip to your monster, and all it does is makes your monster attack for 100 damage more than your opponent's monster, which is really good against any of those, 9,000, 10,000, can't be targeted, all of that kind of crap monsters, because this isn't targeting them, this isn't affecting them. All it does is make your monster's attack 100 more, so it can bypass a lot of those mechanics. Then we've got Dogmatic Punishment. It lets you send a monster from your extra deck and destroy a monster from your opponent's side of the field, which is really nice. You're also going to be able to dump cards from your extra deck that are going to give you more advantage, and we'll go over those when we get to the extra deck. Another card that, again, we're just trying to cut off areas of the game to make it a simplified game state and make it harder for our opponents to play. Necro Valley does that. We do not care about our graveyard because we're obviously not going to special summon out of it because we can't. And this makes it so no one can, and it doesn't affect us. It affects our opponent. It really cripples some strategies. So it's really nice to have. I wouldn't really play this at 3 or put in a searcher because it's not that big of part of our strategy. It's just kind of a nice to have. A new one that you could pop in a third of, let's call this Battle of G. I can never pronounce this thing. It's got a lot of text, does lots of stuff, but all it really does for us is our monsters that have Fallen of Albaz in the title or material. Lets us dump one of those to the graveyard. Then we get to protect one of our cards, or protect from one destruction effect, battle or artifact. And this is not just like a monster attacking or an individual destruction. If they play a Lightning Storm and you activate this, you protect all of your back row or all of your front row. But it's just once a turn, so if they do have Lightning Storm and a Feather Duster, you're not protected from that second one. So just watch out for that. Then we've got Card of Demise. This gets into our consistency area of the deck. Basically, this is a very slow deck. Stun is just notoriously slow. So we use some consistency cards to try to speed up the deck a little bit. Card of Demise is very good, obviously. It lets you draw. Pot of Duality, very good, lets you draw. Pot of Prosperity is very good, lets you draw. And Time Tearing Morganite is really nice because after you play it, you can do 2 normal summons. But the really big one is you get 2 normal draws at the beginning of your turn, which is really good and can really help you in those big grind games. This is another one that you could actually play at 3. And also Pot of Prosperity you could play at 2 if you wanted to. Just be careful, you do want to use your extra deck with some different cards. So that's why I put this down to 1 so I don't burn through too much. Just, know you could bump this up to 3. And then some fun one, Storming Mirror Force. I saw this in a deck profile on a guy that popped a regional. No one's gonna see this coming because no one plays Mirror Force, and we're making it so everyone just normal summons. So this is gonna make their normal summon go back to their hand. Or if they have established a board, they've gotten rid of your thing, and they attack in with a bunch of special summon monsters, all go back to the hand. Then next turn you pop out your Dyna, and it locks them down again. It just kind of resets the board, which is really nice. Another card reset, because everyone likes to go first, you are going to have to go second occasionally. So in that game 1, I like to at least have access to evenly matched. You know what it does. It makes you banish everything but one of your cards. So if they've set up a big board and they don't have a negate, then this is going to ruin their day. And this is something I'll side out if I know I'm going first. It's really good to have in there, have some going second options. Extra deck, we got 3 of Titaniclad. This is really good with punishment. It gets you punishment basically through Ecclesia, which is really nice. The Eldorentis, it's an extra destruction effect, which is really good. Then Garura gets us more searches. Mirror Jade, this is to work with our Battle of G, because we need cards that have Fallen of Albaz in their ingredients, or whatever you call it. Then we've got Tri-Brigade Arm B Dude the second. I can't say that. It's a good, if he's in the graveyard, has a pretty cool effect. Cypherane Omega, pretty cool graveyard effect. And Golden Cloud Beast Malong, pretty good graveyard effect. As you see, that is 99% of our stuff in here. There's a little room in here if you wanted to add some different kinds of graveyard effects. These are just the ones that I kind of saw online and were like, yeah, those were pretty good. 99% of the time, I'm using these right here. These 8. These are a big one, and then I use him a bunch too. In the side deck, I'm just kind of threw a side deck together. This isn't, super thought out, but it's good going second and a first option. So Regeki, take care of the board. Kaijus to get rid of, untargetable, undestructed cards. These are really nice. Interrupt Kaiju Slumber can also destroy boards. And then Droll and Lockbird, pop this in there if they're going second, just because it just shuts down decks sometimes. And then if I am going first in this game 2 or 3, I'll side out my evenly matches, put in Anti-Spell Fragrance. That is the deck right there. It works really good. There are definitely options for changing numbers of certain cards, so feel free to make the deck your own, put in some other options you really like. In the comments down below, let me know what cards you would want to put in there. So let's give you some buying options. So how much does this deck cost? Gonna cost you around $80. And that is mostly in 2 cards. You could probably get this deck down to $50 if you really tried. And you're also going to be saving a lot of money if you do buy this in person, because obviously shipping is $12. It takes you under, let's see, a reverse math, subtraction. It gets you in the high 60s. You take out the Garuras, which are $15, and then that is going to get you in your 50 range. Okay, so here we can see our hand is pretty good. You saw we just did our, lock. We've got them not being able to get anything into the graveyard, and now they can't special summon. We're going to then attempt to draw, and we've got our Solemn Judgment. No. And we've got our Anti-Spell Fragrance. So then we resume, set all these. We do get ashed, which sucks, but it's not the end of the world. We're sitting okay right here. They go ahead and do their normal summon. We're going to go ahead and get rid of their normal summon so they don't get any of those effects. This is going to get banished. So then, they obviously won't have that card anymore, which is really nice. And we'll go ahead and Anti-Spell Fragrance. Should have done that in the draw phase, and the standby phase, but sometimes we're dumb. We draw into Ecclesia, which is really nice because that's going to give us an extra bit of damage on board, because it's going to take forever to kill somebody with a 200 pack power monster. And that's going to give us another spell, which includes recursion of that spell, as you'll see. So we get to search that. We get punishment. We're going to go ahead and then set that attack in, and then on his turn he's going to get a normal summon, and we're going to go ahead and punish that, sending that to get another Ecclesia to get another punishment. So then when he normal summons again, we're going to punishment, and it's just like a nice circle, and he's getting kind of low in life after this turn. So we're going to go ahead and attack in, go in the main phase 2, set that punishment. So when he tries to do anything again, he's not going to be able to, because we take care of that normal summon, get rid of another card using Elder Entus, and then we're going to be able to attack in for game. So that's a simple look at what this deck does. Obviously, super fun, super easy. Okay, guys, let me know what you think of this deck. Let me know if you want to see me play it live, because I have ordered the cards, and I'm going to have to be that guy and play it in person. Okay, until next time, I'm Rainnite. This has been Rainnite Gaming, and I'll see you in the next one. See you.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath.